Hey everyone, what's going on? Renee Low-Key Geek here with a quick video, something interesting that dropped on Disney Plus today. It is April 2nd, 2021. I just happened to be looking around Disney Plus because obviously the new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier came out, but I noticed an interesting new hub that they launched today. So before I get into that, the regular YouTube spiel here, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. It would be great if we could get the channel up to 500 subs by the end of April. So any help from you guys would be greatly appreciated. And let's grow this channel and let's build up this community. So the hub I'm talking about and I'm referring to is the new Star Wars Vintage Collection. It's a new interesting hub that they created. You could obviously access it from the banner up here, or if you scroll down, you will notice that there is a new icon logo here that represents this new section. So once you click on this, you're going to get brought into the hub here, and obviously, they're still growing it, but we already received news that they were going to release the original made-for-TV Ewok movies and the Ewoks cartoon, along with the Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars miniseries, or micro-series as they called it. So this is going to be the home of these new series that just launched, along with, I'm assuming, additional old school cartoon series, maybe some spin-offs or what have you. There was a Droids cartoon that came out around the same time as the Ewoks cartoon, so more than likely that will live here. But very, very interesting, and it has a very vintage look to it too. Kind of reminds me of the Kenner Star Wars action figures. The blister packs, the cardboard backings, and how they did the logos and the design for those. And you could kind of see those coming back again now if you are a collector of the action figures. But let's go and look into each of these. So obviously, my own personal favorite Ewok movie, Caravan of Courage, is now available for streaming on Disney Plus here. So this came out in 1984. And I remember watching this as a kid on TV and really enjoying it. I was a huge fan of Ewoks. Obviously, I was of the right age for that. So very exciting to see this here. We also have the second Ewoks movie, the Battle of Endor. This again was another made-for-TV movie, and came out a year after. So this was in 1985. So very interesting interested to relive these memories of watching this. Now this one I found very interesting. The story of the faithful Wookie. So what this is this is the animated short that played during the Star Wars holiday special. It's funny that you see that they don't ever mention the Star Wars holiday special. In fact, Lucasfilm always, and George Lucas himself always wanted to deny that it ever existed. But if you look at the further details here, you will see that they finally mention it here. He said this animated short was originally part of the Star Wars holiday special, which only aired on television once on November 17, 1978. So the one interesting thing here, and it notes it here in this description, in the details here, is that this is indeed the first ever appearance of Boba Fett, even though it's in animated form. And you will notice that the colors of Boba Fett are very different from what we have seen from him in the movies and on the Mandalorian TV series. So before Empire Strikes Back, this was the first ever glimpse of the famed bounty hunter here. And as a kid, I never had a chance to watch the holiday special because I was still young. I was only probably just shy under a year old. But Boba Fett was always one of those mystery figures. So or mystery characters, and I think it was because it spawned from this animated series, so or this animated short, I should say. Moving on, we have Ewoks. The Ewoks animated series only ran for 2 seasons, between 85 and 86. This was a huge part of my Saturday morning cartoon viewing, and like I said, Droids. They had a Droids animated series that ran alongside this as well. So very interesting stuff here for a lot of those who maybe never had a chance to watch the Ewoks animated series back in the day. This is one of the few times that it's been made available for viewing. I believe they released a DVD set of these animated shorts back in the day, obviously VHS as well. But now it's available for streaming here on Disney Plus, and hopefully these series will stay and remain here on the platform for a while. And it's not going to be one of those things where it's only going to be here for a couple months or half a year and then they're going to remove them. So hopefully this will remain here for the duration of the platform. Now, the one main thing that I'm 100% excited for is the original Clone Wars micro series that aired on Cartoon Network. This only unfortunately ran for 1 season, and each episode is, I believe, like 10 minutes or so. Like if you scroll here, you'll see that what they did is that they combined them together. What they did is they took volume 1, all of the mini episodes of volume 1, as you can see, chapters 1 to 20, and combined it into one whole volume, which is like an hour and 9 minutes. They did the same thing with volume 2, which includes chapters 21 to 25, and this runs in around 1 hour and 3 minutes. And the one thing that I loved about this is the animation style, because it was helmed by famed animator Genndy Tartakovsky. I always want to make sure I say his name right. And if you're familiar with Cartoon Network back in those days, he was responsible for, such classics like Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack. Later on, obviously, he did Primal, which can also be streamed on, I believe, Primal can be streamed on HBO Max. And I highly recommend you catch that because it's such a great series. But as a animation fan of the 90s, he was very synonymous for that time. So I was very excited when this first came out, and in my opinion, and I know there's a lot of love for the new Clone Wars series that Dave Filoni helmed, that boasts the CG animation style. For me, this is my favorite Clone Wars animated series. I really wish they continued with this. And what's great about this is that since this took place between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, it kind of gave more insights about a lot of characters that we saw in eventually in Revenge of the Sith. We got to see a little bit more from Anakin and Yoda and Obi-Wan, of course, but we also got to see more stuff from Mace Windu, Count Dooku. Asajj Ventress makes an appearance in this series. Shakti, a little bit more from Palpatine and stuff like that, but Kit Fisto. But the one thing that I really appreciated about this series is that it also dove deeper into General Grievous, and we got to see the intro of General Grievous and what made him so menacing. Because if you remember, when Revenge of the Sith started, General Grievous was already kind of badly injured. He wasn't 100% himself. So we got to get a taste of what happened. How did he acquire a lot of those lightsabers, from the Jedi that he unfortunately killed? So we got a little like taste of that stuff, and I know it kind of went deeper into his background and his story before Revenge of the Sith, like if you read some of the books and the comics. So at least visually in animation form, we got to see a little bit more of that before the movie dropped. So really, really cool. I highly recommend that you catch this. But yeah, that's about it, guys and gals. This is the Star Wars Vintage section hub on Disney Plus. I hope, and I'm curious as to what other things they could add in here. Like I said, the original Droids animated series, I'm sure more than likely will have a home here. Will they venture and do what we all thought was the impossible and release the holiday special? That's probably a long shot, but it would be very interesting to see if that's something that they may consider, because it would be kind of a waste to have this section and not be able to constantly update it for the next couple of years. But we'll see. But at least we know that these classic parts of Star Wars legend, as I would say, or Star Wars history, has now a new home, and a home where new viewers can finally watch these things for the very first time and experience what an older generation like myself and original older Star Wars fans were able to experience as we grew up. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what shows you're looking forward to catching either for the very first time or to relive once again. Comment in the section. And again, as a reminder, like, subscribe, support the channel, and support the video. So hopefully you like what you see, and I will catch all of you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.